stranger in a strange world. Having left behind a life of war, Artemus Tau scouts his new surroundings. Observing a few of the inhabitants from afar, he decides he should change his clothes to better fit in with the locals before heading to the nearest town. Hello and welcome back to Artemus Tau, Trederran Veteran. There aren't very many changes from the first episode. Artemus has gained 430 experience. He has $100 in gold. He is carrying 4 pieces of darkstone. With his Trederran gear harness, he can now carry 11 anvils of weight, of which he is carrying 3. And he has gained 1 corruption point. Let's join Artemus Tau as he ventures towards his first frontier village. Hello everyone, welcome back to Artemus Tau, Trederran Veteran. As we head to town, we need to roll for corruption on the 4 pieces of darkstone that we're holding. So on a 1, 2, or 3, we'll take 1 corruption hit per darkstone. Looks like we're going to be taking 3 corruption hits. Artemus has a 4+ willpower. He defends against 2 of the corruption hits. And we can use our Veteran's Breath Mask to attempt to prevent that 1 that got through. On the roll of a 5+, we will not take another corruption point. No, we do take 1 more point of corruption. As Artemus gets the lay of the land, let's roll to see how large of a town he's going to be visiting. A 1, 2 for a small town, 3, 4 for medium, and 5, 6 for a large town. A medium-sized town. Rolling for our travel hazard, the gold die will be the tens digit, and the darkstone die will be the singles. $15. Devil's Fork. The rock formation up ahead is known in these parts as the Devil's Fork. As you stare up at it, you feel a chill run through your blood. Every hero must roll a d6 for each corruption point and mutation they have. On the roll of a 1 or 2, take an additional corruption point, ignoring willpower. So we have 2 points of corruption. So if either of these dies are 1 or 2, we'll take another point of corruption. And we take 1 more potentially. We'll use our Veteran's Breath Mask. We will not take that corruption point on a roll of a 5+. No, we now have 3 corruption. As we approach the town, we will roll to see if it's a specialty type of frontier town. 5, a rail town. Many towns on the frontier are connected by a network of rail lines, with trains bringing fresh supplies, fresh faces, and news from back east on a daily basis. Railtown's special rules include fresh supplies. At the start of every day in town, each hero may draw a gear card that is a special deal they find offered by a street vendor. This card may be purchased by that hero for its listed value of plus $100. Treat no listed value as 0. If not purchased, discard that gear card. Hustle and Bustle. Draw 2 daily event cards each day in town. And Rail Travel. When finished in town, you may take a train to a different area. If rolling randomly for your next mission, you may roll twice and choose which mission to play. Also, each hero may start the next adventure fully healed in both health and sanity. Some extra options. We can send a telegraph for $50, but we don't know anybody here. We've just arrived from another planet. If you are outlaw class, you can also rob the train, limited once per town stay. Maybe that's an avenue that Artemus would like to pursue later on in his adventures. We'll see how it goes. Our town locations will be General Store, a saloon, the sheriff's office, a frontier outpost, a street market, and lastly, a smuggler's den. Drawing today's 2 daily events. Our first event, just another day on the frontier. It's just another day on the frontier of the Wild West. Death and adventure around every corner. But since we are in a specialty town, we need to roll in the daily event chart. 3. U.S. Army train. A train arrives at the station carrying a fresh battalion of troops for the local fort. You do not need to roll for a town event at the end of the current day in town. That's nice. Our next daily event is Tainted by Darkness. Sometimes it's hard to tell what kind of effect the darkness has on people. The closer you get to evil, the closer it gets to you. All advanced allies currently in the Hero Posse take D3 corruption hits. But we have no allies yet. We just arrived on this planet. Maintaining a low profile, Artemus will decide to stay at the campsite so as to draw as little attention as possible to himself. Rolling on our campsite hazard chart. 8. Uneventful night. It's an uneventful evening of drunken debauchery and raucous songs around the campfire. No effect. I think we need to try and get some money. So we will sell some Darkstone. Again, Artemis being a cautious man and keeping a low profile, we're just going to go to the street market as opposed to the frontier outpost around all those soldiers. Also drawing our fresh supply gear card for the day. It is a Mutant's Satchel. It would give +1 corruption resistance for every 3 Darkstone here. Holds up to 9 Darkstone, and any Darkstone inside is hidden and does not cause corruption. $625. Well, we will not be purchasing that as we have only $100 to our name. Rolling our street market location event. 11. Lucky Streak. The dice are hot tonight. When gambling today, after all re-rolls, you may add or subtract 1 to a single one of the dice. Also, you may recover 1 grit. Nice. Always good to have another grit. We're going to sell our 4 pieces of Darkstone for a peril die times $20 each. $280. Browsing the wares. We don't have much money. I don't know that we'll be purchasing anything today. Artemis is shocked to learn that the stables has a Trederran stallion in their midst. I wonder if others from Trederran have left their homeworld and ventured into the frontier. That's all for the street market today. We don't have to roll for a town event thanks to the U.S. Army train. Our daily events for day 2. They've all heard the stories. Virtually everyone in town has heard the terrifying stories of what is going on down in the mines. None of them seem too eager to go see it firsthand. All allies cost plus $50 for the rest of this town stay. Well, we will not be purchasing any allies, so we don't have to worry about that. Our second daily event, Rolling Tumbleweed. Just another day on the frontier of the Wild West. Tumbleweed and wide open sky as far as the eye can see. Every hero may heal up to 2 sanity damage. If in a specialty town, roll once on the daily event chart. Alright, let's see what kind of daily event we have today. 5. Train robbery. A gang of bandits robs the 310 train to Listina. The telegraph lines are swamped with the news. Heroes may not send a telegraph for the rest of this town stay. Staying at the campsite again. Rolling on our campsite hazard chart. 3. Robbed. You wait to find that someone has been going through your things. Checking your valuables, you discover they have stolen some of your Darkstone. If you do not have any Darkstone to lose, you lose D6 times $50. Well, this isn't turning out too well for our new frontier resident alien. Let's see how much money he's going to lose. $150. Today's fresh supply gear card is an Iron Cross. +1 combat. When attacking you, demons, undead, and ghosts are -1 to their hit rolls. Holy heroes only. Well, we will not be purchasing this gear either. Angered by the theft in the night of some of his gold, Artemus is going to try and calm down at the Saloon. Rolling for our Saloon location event. 4. Spilled drink. A drunken saloon patron blames his spilled drink on you and starts talking about a duel at sunrise. You can either leave town at the end of the day, or buy him and his friends another round of drinks, costing D6 times $25. Well, we don't have that much money left, and honestly, this seems like the wrong town for Artemus to have stopped over in. So I think we are just going to leave at the end of the day. Let's see what we can do while we're still here. We're going to spend $50 and buy ourselves a bottle of whiskey. We'll spend another $50 and try our hand at one of these card games that the locals call poker. We make a cunning 5+ test. Artemus has cunning of 3. We gain $50 for every 5+ rolled. Awesome. Let's spend a grit and roll that one that we didn't get a 5+ on. So far we have $100. No. That's alright. $100 is good. We've essentially won back all the money we've spent so far in the saloon. Let's go ahead and treat ourselves to a Saloon Girl performance. Spending $50. And we get to roll a D6. On a 4, 5, or 6, we can recover a grit. No grit recovery. I think we were too dazzled by the lovely lady performing for us. With that, we are going to depart this town so we can avoid these ruffians that want to duel us in the morning. We don't want any more bloodshed on our hands. Let's roll to see if there will be an event tonight. We need to roll higher than 2. No event. Leaving this town of scum and villainy behind him, Artemus is questioning whether or not he made the right choice. Only the future can tell. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in Artemis's next adventure.